Oh, fuck. Hi, my name is Hassna. Today we'll be learning algebra in our grade 6 class. Our objective is to be able to deconstruct an equation to help us solve for the solution. Why I chose this activity? I chose this activity as it gets students thinking, and I thought it would be good as it builds on their knowledge, demonstrating algebra questions containing pronumerals. Ausvals, using equivalent number sentences involving multiplication and division to find unknown quantities. For this activity, you would need the puzzle itself and pen and paper for working out. The activity we'll be doing today is algebra puzzle. Ash, what do you know about pronumerals in algebra equations?
Pronumerals is the unknown variable in the equation that we have to solve.
Excellent. Ash, do you know how to work out this equation?
No, sorry.
Okay, because there isn't a sign in front of the 10, it becomes a positive. We're going to move a negative 10 over here, because whatever you do on one side must be applied on the other side. So then we're left with the unknown equals 15 take away 10. What's 15 take away 10?
5.
So then we're left with x equals 5. So the unknown variable equals 5.
Okay.
So now, do you want to do the next equation?
Yeah. 2x minus 1 equals 7.
Do you want to talk me through?
So 2 times 4 minus 1 equals 7.
Next.
10 plus x equals 20. 10 plus 10 equals 20. 15 plus x equals 30. 15 plus 15 equals 30. So x must be 15.
Yep, all correct.
This activity is an exemplary learning activity as it aids students' understanding of recognising and identifying patterns in numbers. It also involves times tables and having the ability to count on from the original and different starting points. Learning objectives. Students develop the ability to identify counting patterns by skip counting from a given number. Ausvals Level 1. Develop confidence with number sequences to and from 100 by ones from any starting point. Skip count by 2s, 5s and 10s starting from 0. Investigate and describe number patterns formed by skip counting and patterns with objects. Ausvals Level 2. Investigate number sequences, initially those increasing and decreasing by 2s, 3s, 5s and 10 from any starting point, then moving to other sequences. Describe patterns with numbers and identify missing elements. The assumed prior understandings and skills for this activity include the understanding of counting from numbers 0 to 100, knowledge of times tables and understanding the concept of skip counting, and the ability to recognise odd and even numbers. This activity is great for students in grade 1 and 2 as they are beginning to describe patterns with numbers and investigate number sequences. This activity is engaging and can be altered for students with different abilities. For this activity, you will need a 100s chart, counters, dice and a calculator. Okay, so this activity is appropriate for students in grade 1 and 2. It's a counting pattern activity. So basically we have a 100s chart here and Hassna is going to roll the dice. What did you get? 4. Okay, so she's going to use the counters over here and she's going to place one counter over every number that is in the 4 times tables. Do you want to get it closer? Hassna, have you noticed any patterns?
That every number that has a counter on it is an even number.
Oh, good job.
Every second digit in the ones column is either 4, 6, 8, 0, 2, and they repeat in a pattern.
Good job. So in that activity, they'll notice the pattern, they'll notice the recurring numbers, and they will be able to notice the pattern on their 100s chart. So as an extension to this activity, students can keep counting by their 4 times tables, however they can start at a different starting point. So on this chart, instead of starting at 4, we've now started at 3. So Hassna has been popping the counters and creating a pattern. Hassna, what pattern have you noticed?
This time I've noticed that the numbers are odd instead of even, and that the numbers are 3, 5, 7, 9, 1 repeat, and even though we're still counting by 4s, they're different numbers.
Well done. So another way we can do this activity is the children can estimate what number they think will come next in the number pattern in their books. So today we're going to be doing our 5 times tables. So by using a calculator, we're going to find out what the next number in the pattern will be. So we will be doing our 5 times tables. So Ash, what number do you think comes next?
15.
15? Alright, so what number do you think comes next in the pattern?
20.
Do you want to have a look and see if that's correct in the calculator? Good job. Alright, what number do you think comes next?
25.
And how did you do that one so quickly?
I noticed that they got every second one's going to be 5 and or a 0 at the end, so I noticed that it would be 15 and 20 and then 25 due to the fact that it was a 5 and 5.
So what will the next one be?
30.
Do you want to see if that's correct in the calculator? Good job. Cool.
This is an exemplary learning activity as the children are able to identify the pattern and which numbers come before and after one on the table. Osval's, Year 3. Describe and create number patterns resulting from performing addition and subtraction. Osval's, Year 4. Recognise, represent and order numbers to at least tens of thousands. Use equivalent number sentences involving addition and subtraction to find unknown quantities. Prior knowledge. The student should have the prior knowledge of place value. This can be obtained by the use of tens frames. By using tens frames, the children develop the knowledge of order and also they develop the ability to see numbers without counting. For this activity, you need a pack of cards and a partner. Now onto the game, right? It's called before and after. So I've dealt out 5 cards to each player and I've flipped the top card, put it aside. Okay, so now what we're looking for is to get before or after that number, okay? So it's either a 6 or an 8. So Steph will go first, and if she has a number, she'll place it down. The objective of the game is to try to get rid of all your cards. And if Steph doesn't have another card to place down, she picks it off the top card.
Oh, do I keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Do I keep going with this?
Yeah, keep going.
I'm done.
Done? Alright, so now it's my turn. See if I can go. No, I can't. I can't play any more cards, so I'll pick up another card. That's it.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I win.
Oh, Steph wins. Well done.